reason why we use circle graphs in order to make pie charts. So a circle is easily split into parts, and it's a good way to visualize parts to a whole. Okay. So here's a circle. Every circle has a center. Here's the center of the circle. The circle is easily split into equal parts. But instead of saying, okay, here's a part, here's a part, here's a part, we split them into triangles. Just the way that you can split up a pie. Alright. So the triangle is split into all of these different, a circle is split into all these different triangles. Now, I can keep going and going and going, and I can keep adding lines over and over and over again. And so, this is what mathematicians thought a long time ago. We could keep splitting up a circle. Well, there has to be a point in which we stop. Okay? So, what we're looking at is if we had 360 different spaces, 360 different spaces. In other words, 360 triangles. Or 360 pieces of the pie. Okay. What that means is 360 degrees, where each one of these little arcs is 1 degree. All right. So going back to this plain circle here, this circle can be split up into parts. I'm going to draw my center again. Okay. Let's just look at this part here. So I'm sure that you could all say what this angle is. If we look at that angle, what we're seeing here is 25% of our circle. When you calculate what 25% is of our whole, so remember, 100% of our circle is equal to 360 degrees. So the question is, what is 25%? Okay, so what is x? Okay, x is what we're trying to find out. What is the measurement measurement in degrees? Remember that 100% is just 1. Percent means how many hundredths it is. Okay, so it's 1/100ths. So if we just rewrite this with decimals, it'll be easy to put into our calculator. So 1 is to 360 as 25, or excuse me, 0.25 or 1/4 of 1 is equal to what we're trying to figure out. So 0.25 times 360 is 90. Now I'm sure that you knew that when we were looking at the circle and I said, okay, here's our angle. You know that that's a right angle. Or 90 degrees. So here's a 90-degree angle. Anything smaller than 90 degrees, okay, so this angle in here is half a 90 is 45 degrees. So that will be this angle. Right here. If we look at this right here, what we're actually looking at this line here, where we're actually looking at a straight line. So this is the center. We're looking at a completely open angle. And that is 180 degrees. To split this up further, there's another 90-degree angle. Here's another 90-degree angle. 90 degrees. Excuse me, this would be 45 degrees. If we split that in half, one of those would be half of 45. Degrees. Okay, we can split this over and over and over again. So pie chart, all it is showing proportions of a whole. Okay. So we wanted to show that 25% of the people like the color red the most, 25 like color blue the most, and 50% like the color black the most. This would be our chart. So that's just hypothetical. And furthermore, you would want to color code it, and it would be appropriate with age. You would color red, blue, black. All right. So the next video is going to be about how to make the circle graph.